If you've been wanting to make an app for your Shopify store, you are in the right place. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to convert your existing Shopify store into a professional mobile app that your customers can download from the App Store and Google Play Store. By the end of this video, you'll have a fully functional mobile app for your store that looks professional, works smoothly, and gives your customers a much better shopping experience. We're going to cover everything from choosing the right app builder to actually submitting your app to the app stores. What I love about this process is that you don't need any coding skills whatsoever. We're going to use a tool that integrates directly with Shopify and does all the heavy lifting for us. So let's jump right into it and get your mobile app built today. Alright, so first things first, there are actually quite a few different ways to convert your Shopify store into a mobile app. You've got options like ShopNe, with plans starting at $149 per month, and several other premium solutions that can get pretty expensive pretty quickly. But here's what I recommend, especially if you're just getting started. We're going to use an app called One Mobile App Builder. Now the reason I like this one is because it actually has a free plan that lets you build and test your app without paying anything up front. Plus, even their paid plans start at just $99 per month, which is way more affordable than most of the competition. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is head over to your Shopify dashboard. Once you're logged in, look at the left sidebar and click on Apps. You'll see a search bar. Click on that and type in Mobile App Builder, then hit Enter. You're going to see several different results pop up, but the one we want is called One Mobile App Builder. It should be one of the first results that shows up. When you find it, click on the app to open up its details page. Here you can see all the features it offers, the pricing plans, and reviews from other store owners who've used it. Now, to install this app, simply click the Install button. Shopify is going to ask you to confirm that you want to install this app on your store. Go ahead and click Install again to confirm. The app will now be installed and you'll be redirected to the One Mobile App Builder dashboard. This is where we'll be doing all of our work to create the mobile app. Right off the bat, you'll see a button that says Build App from your Shopify store. Click on it. It'll start scanning your store to get the necessary info like products and menus, and also fetch your sales information. Based on that, it'll generate a summary, and as you can see, it got my store name Packsmith as the app name. And it also shows the category Customers and Revenue Info. Simply click on Continue. Now here it asks you to choose a primary style for your app based on the info it gathered. You have bold and strong or minimal and chic. But don't worry, we can customize the app later so you are not stuck to the style you choose here. I'm gonna go with bold and strong, then click Start Building Your App. It'll do the magic and create the app for you. Here you can change the theme from a variety of available ones. I'm gonna go with airy since it is geared more towards clothing. You can also change the brand colors, so let's do that. As you can see, you can change everything from the text colors to the buttons and background. I'm gonna go ahead and change the title color and the icon color for the header and continue changing colors for other elements of the app. And as you can see, any change is instantly applied to the preview on the left, which is pretty helpful. Now I know I am picking random colors that don't actually go along together, but you get the idea. You can customize the color palette of the app to your liking. Once you are satisfied, just click on Continue. You also have some advanced settings such as AI push notifications and voice search, but I'm gonna leave it as default and click on See Your Final App. Give it a moment or two and your app should be ready. Now your app is done, you can scan this QR code using the One Mobile Preview app on your phone, which I'll show later, and you can proceed to launch the app. But first, let's edit the app because as you can see, it needs some work. So click on Edit App here at the bottom to open the app in the editor. And here we are in the editor. It's a pretty simple layout with the preview in the middle. You can click on different blocks to edit and delete them. And as you can see, the options for each block appear on the right. You can also add additional blocks from the blocks inventory here. On the left, you have your main sections, the editor, which we are on now, navigation, which I'll get to later, and branding. Let's start with branding, where we can add and edit our brand's visual identity, the logo, name, color palette, to name a few. First, let's add our logo. So I'll click on App Logo right here. I already have mine uploaded, but if not, you can click on App Logo here to upload your logo from your computer. I'll choose mine, then click Done. Boom, here is my logo. Now it doesn't show in the preview. That's because I need to select App Logo in the Show Branding options here. Perfect, now my logo is showing. Here you can add a splash screen image. I'll just skip that and go straight to color scheme. Here you have access to the same we had in the setup process that allows you to change the colors of different elements in your app. Next, for the fonts, if I choose advanced fonts, I can change the font throughout the app. But for now, I'll leave it as it is. Now back to the editor to upload our banner and add more blocks to the home screen. First, let's add the banner, so I'll click on the banner block and then upload image from the options on the right. Now keep in mind that your layout might appear a bit different from mine depending on your screen resolution and aspect ratio, but the options and menus should be exactly the same. I simply need to upload my banner image and select it, and it should be uploaded and added to the preview. And let me add a couple of blocks to the app's home screen. First, a collection slider block. I'll scroll down searching for it, and once I find it, I'll simply drag and drop it wherever I want. And from the options on the right, I'll add the collection I want, in this case, Tops collection. Next, I want to add social media buttons. So again, scroll down till I find the social channel block, drag it to wherever I want, then click on each social media button to add my URL for that platform. And if I want to delete a section, I simply click on the red delete icon, and it is removed. And don't forget to save your work so that you don't lose your progress. Simply click on the drop down arrow next to the Publish to App button and Save Draft. Alright, now let's set up the navigation for your app. This is super important because it determines how customers will move around and find products in your app. Click on the navigation tab on the left side. Here you can see the default menu structure, which includes sections like collection list, products, and notifications. Let's add some custom menu items that make sense for your store. Click Add Menu Item, and you can create a new section. For example, if you sell clothing, you might want to add a Tops section. Give it a title. I'll call this one Tops. And then choose which collection from your Shopify store this should link to. So I'll select my Tops collection from the drop-down menu. You can add as many menu items as you want, but I recommend keeping it simple. Too many options can overwhelm customers and make your app feel cluttered. Once you've added all your menu items, you can drag and drop them to change the order. I like to put the most popular categories at the top of the menu. You can also choose whether each menu item opens a collection page, a single product, or even an external link. This gives you a lot of flexibility in how you structure your app. Before we move on to testing, let's make sure all of our branding is consistent. Go back to the branding section and double check that your colors, fonts, and logo all look good together. After double checking everything, save your progress and let's move on. Alright, now comes the exciting part, testing your app. One Mobile App Builder has a really cool feature where you can preview your app on your actual phone before publishing it. Click on Settings at the bottom left to go back to the app setup screen. Here you'll see a QR code for your app. First, you'll need to download the One Mobile Preview app from your phone's app store. Once you have that installed, use it to scan the QR code, and boom, you can see exactly how your app will look and function on a real device. This is super important because what looks good on your computer screen might not work as well on a phone. Take some time to navigate through your app, test the product pages, and make sure everything flows smoothly. If you notice anything that needs tweaking, maybe the text is too small or a button is hard to tap, you can go back to the dashboard and make those changes. Then just refresh the preview on your phone to see the updates. I usually spend a good 10 to 15 minutes just clicking through everything to make sure the user experience is smooth and intuitive. Once you're happy with how your app looks and functions, it's time to publish it to the app stores. First up, click on Next, then you can upload your app icon and edit the name. I'll upload my logo to be the app icon and center it correctly. Now I'll edit the name to be Packsmith, then click Continue. Now, here's where things get a bit more complex and you'll need to upgrade to a paid plan to actually submit your app. But for now, I'll click on Decide Later in Free Plan. Here, click on Start Submitting to start the app submission process. I'll choose a category for my app, let's say luggage and bags. Next up, I'll choose Submit as a brand new app. I'll leave the settings here to default and click Next. I want my app to be on both the App Store and Play Store, so I'll choose both and click Next. The final step is actually submitting your app to the stores. This process can take anywhere from a few days to a couple of weeks, depending on the platform. Google Play Store is usually faster than the Apple App Store. One Mobile App Builder will handle most of the technical stuff for you, but you'll need to create developer accounts with both Google and Apple if you don't already have them. And there you have it. We've just walked through the complete process of converting your Shopify store into a professional mobile app. We covered everything from choosing the right app builder to actually submitting your app to the App Store. stores. Once your app is live, make sure to promote it to your existing customers, add a banner to your website encouraging people to download the app, and maybe offer a small discount for first-time app users. Also, keep an eye on those analytics we set up. They'll give you valuable insights into how customers are using your app and where you might be able to make improvements. If this tutorial helped you create your mobile app, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Shopify tutorials like this one. Drop a comment below if you have any questions about the process, or let me know what type of store you're building an app for. I love hearing about the different businesses you all are running. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll dive into some advanced mobile app marketing strategies to help you get more downloads and sales